Hello, and welcome back to this playthrough of Warriors All-Stars. I am Scutlist, and for this episode we will be looking at the next Keystone battle, In Pursuit of Yomi, the Tamaki and Shiki version. And for this episode we will be playing as William Adams from Neo. I didn't actually play that game. Actually, let me correct myself. I did play one of those time-limited public betas for the game. The first one, I believe. Though my only clear memory from my experience there was just being repeatedly one-shot by this guy with a two-handed axe. But anyway, let's get ourselves started with the next battle. Well, that was kind of an abrupt story segment. Anyway, battlefield info. We have ourselves and not one generic ally. For our enemies, more of the phantoms and yokis. My gosh! And crawlers. What were crawlers? Anyway, let's get started. Maybe I'll just recognize the crawlers when I see them. Right. William Adams' moveset. We'll start off as usual with his full normal combo once the Yoki's done with its special. Okay, that was his full normal combo. Let's do it again. Alright, now then, his C1. His C1 is just a short range quick slash. It's one of his few charge attacks he sends out very quickly. Anyway, his C2. In his C2, he does this dash forward. If he hits an enemy during the dash, he follows it up with a jump attack. Anyway, C3. C4. You can slightly aim his C4 after the first attack. Example, one direction, that direction, that direction. You can't change the direction too much, but you can move it a little. Anyway, his C4. Oh wait, we already did it, C4. Ignore me. C5. His C5 kind of annoys me because of that delay right before he does the jumping spin. Using him off camera, I have had times where even the enemy I was attacking earlier was able to interrupt me before he actually does the attack. Anyway, his C6. Hold on, I got interrupted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My big problem with William's moveset, particularly his C5 and his C6, is the notable delay between you putting in the command for the charge attack and him actually doing it. I've been interrupted by enemies so many times in my off-screen uses of this character. The attacks, in terms of attack power and such, he's quite good, but the tendency for him to delay his attacks a little is a problem with him. Oh, these are the crawlers. They're from Tokiden. Right. I knew I was recognizing that name. Man, they have quite the bulky health bar, don't they? Oh, no, wait. This thing has more brave than me, that's why. Anyway, now that we've seen William's moveset, let's continue on to see what our 4 support characters can do. I think we are just about done with new support characters we can demonstrate. Hold on. Aeon inflicts the Frenzy status effect on enemies. I think I talked about what Frenzy does earlier in this playthrough, but put simply, it shuts off your ability to have support abilities, Musos, or even rushes. Though when used against enemies, I think the only thing that matters is that they can't use their specials. Because enemies do not do Musos or rushes, as far as I can tell. Yeah, if I frenzied him, he wouldn't be able to do that. Lagrina is a straight up attack, and if it hits someone who has been knocked into the air, it's going to do massive damage to them. Hajim's is also a straight up attack. And notice that the second shockwave he shoots out does a lot more damage than the first. Let's find a clump of enemies and we can discuss Kasumi's. Increases attack speed, adds the love effect, and restores health. The love effect is weird. Okay, you notice how the enemies now have little hearts above their heads? Oh, hold on, they don't have them anymore? Basically, the love effect is like strapping a time bomb onto your enemies. After a moment, they will sort of take a hit. It's just, that isn't really how I would expect a love effect to work in video games. Let's see, love effect in video games. In my experience, when video games try to do some kind of love mechanic... hold on. Let's talk about his Muso first. William and his Muso works differently from other characters. It's more like an attack buff he puts onto himself briefly that ends after a while. That last attack he just did, where he said "prepare to die" and then throws that little spirit forward. That's the end of his Muso attack. And the final blow of the Muso attack does do a fair bit of damage, but most of your Muso damage you're going to have to do manually. Anyway, getting back to the love mechanic, as I was saying, when I think of love mechanics in video games, I actually more think of something that's basically the confusion status effect under a different name. The idea of a love effect basically be strapping a time bomb onto your enemies is not the first thing that would come to mind. Anyway, let's get to dealing with some of these enemy exclamation points. Whoa! Whoa! Hold on. Kasumi does restore a bit of health. Wait a minute. That was his Muso attack. Hold on. I don't think I've ever... I just said... I don't think I've seen an enemy officer actually use their Muso attack before in this game. That's... weird. Huh. Anyway, I'm going to have to be a little bit careful here because I'm low on health. Let's see, let's rush to be safe here. At the very least, with Kasumi, I do have a healing support, even though I gave a consistent healing support, even though I kind of threw Yuanji and Plocto away. Hanoka can heal as well, but as we've seen, her healing is luck-based. And let's take our chance to heal again. Hold on. Whoa, what the heck? What the heck just hit me? Okay, Muso. That may have been Mitsunari. Let's just throw them all out and hope a miracle happens. And there's Zhao Yun somewhere around here as well. Okay, that was the end of the battle. That was a battle with quite a few scares in it. No, really, I have never seen an enemy officer use a Muso attack before. That completely caught me off guard. And then there was whatever Mitsunari did to us. Tamaki. Okay, that takes care of that Keystone battle. Next episode, we will be looking at a formidable threats, and hopefully we'll have less close calls next time. So until then, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.